They always tell you, don't be on time, for your own party. You're supposed to kind of be a little late, show up. So yeah, forgive a brother for being a little fashionably late. But y'all know we, get excited a little bit, man. So how's it going to Ashford? Hopefully everything's going well for you and yours. Y'all already know though. We're gonna talk a little bit about this FAMU stuff going on. Some of the best gifts you get for Chroma, yes, I said it like flies, Chroma, are the ones that you kind of ask for, and then it's also the ones that you kind of need. So we're gonna see. Y'all heard Coach Cozy. He told y'all January 6th, y'all can get some stuff. But y'all know right now, I already know. I can find it. It's about to be Fangs up. So they switched stuff up on the brother. I had to fix it. Ha. Here we go.
Yeah, baby, you know what time it is. Now let's get it started.
Are you kidding me? Unreal!
While our HBCUs are mostly known for academic rigor, community, they also know how to turn up.
Does he have it? Yes, he does!
And that might be the knockout punch.
Greetings, salutations, y'all. Hopefully all is going well with you and yours. Again, big apologies for being late, but hey, kind of is what it is, man. And even still on the weekend, man, we're supposed to try to do a little something Thursday. Went to party with the good news, had to go support. And then on Sunday, I just knew it was gonna be kind of crazy. So, wife's a little under the weather. So had to get this one in. So make sure we get this in for Christmas. So before we get too far to that, make sure wish everyone a Merry Christmas. So Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays, Hanukkah, whatever. Look, you already see what's up. See, that's Ashford. That's why we did it today, because like Cardi B, we'll dance, we make money moves. So, but it's an orange and green Christmas. If you are part of the FAMUly, it's been pretty solid. Look, the ladies basketball team, they came away with a dub, which if you listen to your mans on the Fangs Up podcast, I definitely told you that was a game we should win. Now with the men's game, if you listen to the Fangs Up podcast, I told you that's a game we'll probably catch an L on. I'm gonna keep it a beam with you at all times, whether it supports what I want or not. I'm gonna keep it real with you at all times. So kind of is what it is there. Real quick though, if you haven't seen it already, go check out the Marching 100's Instagram page. Let's see if I can pull it up right fast. I'm definitely not using this as a chance to get my connection the way I want it to go. Definitely wouldn't be me. Let's see. Yeah. Go check out what they dropped for their year in review page. Yeah, their year in review video, fire. So if you haven't seen it yet, go check it out. Really good content, man. It's over there on the Instagram page. Good times, man. So if you did miss that, you definitely, I'm gonna hit you with that old church adage that you missed a treat. If you are a fan of round one, featuring St. Clair Moraine and myself, no show this week. So we are taking the holidays off. Be prepared, get excited. When we come back, though, it's gonna be more the same, man. Fire, heat, all the awesomeness you always get with St. Clair myself. So just leaving that up there. No best ofs. Just letting y'all know what it is. So Marvin, little baby, happy holidays. Again, I do apologize for being late. And I definitely did not take this chance to try to fix the connection right there. Not that it was bad, but I learned a lesson from Brian. Brian Full for ONG Strike Zone. we were talking about the shows. I'm like, man, your stuff sometimes be a little crisper than mine. I see it on the screen over there. Definitely not watching myself on the big TV to make sure it comes out clear. I was like, man, your stuff be crisp sometimes, bro. What's going on? Like, you don't hardwire your stuff? I was like, I didn't even think of that. I was like, I tried it, but so, we get the hardwire, make sure it's on the 5G. Make sure we get y'all good. But yes, Barbara, all is well. Like I said, I mentioned the ladies. I'm also going to go over here. Check out tomorrow. You will see Rattler Booster is going to drop a little Christmas thing to remind you. If you haven't renewed, go ahead and give yourself the Christmas gift of being a Rattler Booster. Feel the pride of supporting the team. Come remember the team behind the team. It's probably going to be my Christmas gift to myself. Part 2. Gave myself an early Christmas gift. So this is going to be my other piece of Christmas for me. So installing because we had some things going on. So, but look, if like I said, I mentioned the ladies basketball team, Dubs, winning streak, I believe, right? The men losing streak. That's about to get fixed pretty soon, though. Like, give that some time. Give that not very long. You're gonna be pretty excited. Baseball, we're waiting on the schedule. Hadn't seen the baseball schedule. Softball's out. Hadn't seen enough games in Central Florida for me, but we play Cookman, so I'll definitely be trying to make one of those games. I just gotta find a place to park where my car won't get hit. Like, I can't be making that ride back with a hole in the window. But yeah. Now, if you're on the football side of this, look, I'm just gonna give a big shout out to Gerald Thomas from Tallahassee Democrat. FAMU graduate. And I say that with a lot of pride. But look, Gerald's gonna keep y'all in the know. And if you didn't see that article about the coaches, look, we're gonna go there before we can get to the recruits. Gerald went over there and answered some questions for y'all about, hey, these are some coaching changes that are coming. Like, I loved it because I'm with y'all. Look, it was great. Say it again for the people in the back. Look like Patrick Olsen. Got you recommitted to FAMU? Stay there, man. Come on home, brother. And we did get another commit today. It's official now. So I was waiting on it. I know it got rescinded. Not rescinded, but it was put up, then it was placed back down. So we got another DB. So before we even get to that, we hadn't even got to that portion. Matter of fact, I'm gonna let y'all see how we do this for Fangs Up. We come over here, hit that download right there. We save. That's gonna be in the slideshow in a few minutes. So we got a DB, Deion Villers, commits to Florida A&M University. Welcome home. Another Florida boy. So if you are kind of keeping track of this, as I know some of y'all are, we're making a run of kids from Florida. Like, if you are from the great state of Florida, Willie is pulling kids in South Florida, and James Colsey is doing the same. Like, he is not playing any games. He's bringing kids home to the great state of Florida. And I'm for it. Like, I am all for it. I need more of it. And I want a lot more of it. Also, special shout out. And this is a spot of personal preference before I kind of get back to the coaches, because I got distracted when I saw that offer go out and I was waiting on it. Man, Mr. Charlie James right here from Polk County, Florida. He is the golf coach at Winter Haven High School 3 times. 3 times. Not 1 time, not 2 times, 3 times. Golf coach of the county down there, Polk County. And he's got the best player in the county on his golf team. Look, I'm telling you, got real love for that dude because he just happens to be my father-in-law. But he's also a FAMU graduate and military veteran. So, every once in a while, take that moment of personal preference to give a shout out. So congratulations, Mr. Charlie James, from your favorite son-in-law. I I'm his favorite. Just saying. Well, make sure we get that out there, though. Make sure I make that plain for the people in the back. I'm the favorite. Just saying, like that needed to be said just for me. Now let me put y'all back on this main screen because we're gonna get back to this recruiting. Get off of the shucking and jiving. Yo, look, you ain't heard. There he is. We gotta look. He gonna be in there. So I know we don't do this on computer number 1 anymore. I know we do this on computer 2. But I got it hardwired, so it shouldn't mess with the audio too bad. But I know we do this on computer 2 right over here on the left. But as y'all see, another article from our favorite rattler, Gerald Thomas. These people don't pay to support Fangs up. They got to go. So you can see right here, per Gerald's article, Colsey's modifying the coaching staff, which, yes, much needed. Go check that article out by Gerald. And it's like it says right there, you want to make some changes. Some guys I think are going to represent me and my message. Okay. And it was a one-on-one interview. So, Gerald had that up there. I'm gonna make it big so I can kind of look along with y'all. So kind of read through, got that fresh picture. So some of these things, offensive coordinator on the list. So, you just know. Coach Burris, he's still gonna be around. So we just kind of keeping it simple, keeping it what it is. And the entire staff should be there by January 6th. I believe when you kind of keep looking too, you see the mention of a special teams spot as well. And there are going to be some change-ups on the defense too. So, but the offense is the first point of work. So again, journalistic credit goes to Gerald Thomas from the Tallahassee Democrat, 3PG. Again, y'all know I didn't go to school for journalism. I was a history major. So being that Keith is a history major or was a history major, I'm always going to give people their credit so that I'm not plagiarizing. So that was Gerald. So if you haven't already done so, follow, subscribe to the Tallahassee Democrat, support that brother any way possible. If you find out what his Cash App is, slip him a little something in his pockets. Gerald like is fond of food. He's a member of the Alphas. So, if you see him, you might want to get him a little Alpha gift or something. I know he'll greatly appreciate it. So, yeah. So, yeah. We're gonna keep it there. That's about as far as I'm gonna go on that. I ain't gonna stay there too long now. Like, I can't do that. Now, one thing I did like, look, and y'all already hinted at it. I love that new quarterback. I love the new quarterback. Quarterback from Central Michigan. Here he's got a few years. So he's not just going to be here tomorrow. Not going to be here just today. Like, going to see right here. Look, I see the question up there. Somebody posted, "Does Isaiah Major get another year?" Look, don't be playing with me like that. Look, those kind of hopes right there. Don't get me hopeful like that. Yeah, I know Isaiah Major was my guy. So, but I love the new quarterback, and I was trying to figure out why I didn't have it pulled up, and it's because I had the video for it. So I may just see if I can upload the video right fast. But we did get a quarterback to commit from Central Michigan. There we go, and that way I can take it off of the Twitter page just because sometimes it does slow things up a little bit. So a good addition though. How do I feel about it? I'm happy about it. If I'm being real with you, like if I'm being honest, I like it because one, it's a position of need. Like it's a position that you, me, and everybody else know that we need. Like we know we need this guy on this roster ASAP. So Tyler Jefferson's your quarterback. He's a left-hander. So I don't feel no type of bad way about it. I mean, I don't have to catch football, so I'm good. I mean, I could lie to y'all, or I could be real about it. Y'all know me. I embrace the real on most of this. And so I've got him on computer over 2 over here, trying to pull that up. I like it. Let's see. This is his Central Michigan profile. See how quick it'll come up. But I see 6 foot 225. So I've seen 6'2" other places. Let me see cross reference. ESPN also says 6 foot. So 6 foot 225 pounds. I never got a problem with that. Not as a quarterback. Like I like him. A few years of eligibility. Something else I like. And I think this is where Daniel Richardson kind of comes in, just because. And I think last year we got a tight end who came from Central Michigan that's currently on the roster as well. But I think this is where you show the film with Daniel Richardson, show what he did, and you can easily point out and show that there was some success here. Like, I think that's huge. That's something you can't undersell, because it's much easier for me to tell you that FAMU did these different things and was so great. It's a lot easier for me to show you. So it's what new QB1 is going to look like. And according to the website here, 6 foot. So not quite 6'3", a little bit taller than what you had though. So 235 though. Ooh. I need to see the film a little bit more, but I feel like FAMU's gonna be running the read option. And now 6 foot 235. Mama, that's a grown man. I'm just saying. I'm a fan. So, and that is courtesy of the Central Michigan University Chippewas. That's their page right there. I like it though. Like, I want to see what his accuracy looks like, so I need to see his film a little bit more before I get overly excited. Yeah, I know I'm not one of the people who just, because you're coming from the FBS, I get excited. That's not me. I'm definitely one of those people. I'm a little more skeptical, but I love it, and I really want us to pick up 2 more or 3 more, because you're losing some quarterbacks. I mean, you're losing Austin Hooker, 6 foot 180 quarterback. It hadn't panned out at FAMU. But if he decides to come back, the doors are there. David Oliver Rose Jordan, 6'4", 205 guy. He's also leaving. So you're down 2 quarterbacks. I don't know if Martin's leaving, but I would suspect Martin, quarterback from Miami, is staying if he's got any eligibility left. Just because you have 1 good pass. And honestly, you got something out of it. Like, so quarterback wise, I'm okay with it. I like it a lot. Like, that's just me. I'm huge on that. I got the same question you probably got though. Let me move him, because I realized I did this a little differently. Normally I do stuff in alphabetical order, but I switched it up just a scotch because I'm with EA. I'm like them old ladies from the Wendy's commercial. Where's the beef? Like, where's the? We need some O line, D linemen. I mean, we losing a few, but we need some guys with some size. I didn't mean to rhyme on purpose, but we need something because right now, we've signed some linemen, but a few of them are kind of slim. Like I'm just saying, I ain't seen nobody a pork chop short of 350 in a minute. You look, I done seen a lot of basketball players. Like these guys look like they's about 220, 6'3", and can dunk. That's nice. But hey, big facts, no Diddy. But where the big dudes at? Like we made time for the big girl. That was fun. But hey, it's fluffy season. Shoot. It's time for you to get you with somebody with 300 pounds. Like, I seen a little bit of something. But look, look, go to Utah, Hawaii, Islands, California, about 4 of them. You know them boys be good at football. And they play with some edge. But so far, mentioning the edge, we got one. So Xavier Parkins, I think he fits more so as an interior lineman, though. And so this is where I'm going to openly question really what do you end up doing with him? Because he's coming off of playing the edge. So he's been a defensive end at his previous school. He's listed as a defensive end. But 275 in the current FAMU defense, you're an interior lineman. Like, I hate to kind of be that real about it. But I'd rather be honest with you than lie about the situation. Like, I just personally see him as a interior lineman at FAMU at this time. Like, so, and I'm wondering, is Cameron Donald coming back? 6'1", 295. Like, I'm just saying, if he's coming back, maybe you can pair them up. But EA, that's where I'm at. Normally for the interior, we're talking at least 280s. And at 280, you lighten the draws. Like, I would like him to be that edge, but you kind of saw some of that with James Ash. I think that's part of why his stats fell the way that they did. He was playing a lot on the interior. And when he got to be on the edge, man, great for stopping the run. But you're definitely going to need another guy to kind of come in there and be that interior lineman that can eat blocks, but that also is able to clog up the line, like make it so that the linebackers can flow and some of those things. And Westmoreland, okay, I like that. Let me check where he's at on here. And one thing I do like about the AMU page, it don't slow up the computer that bad. Davian Westmoreland, I see 255. Okay. Can he get to 265, 270? Is he already there? So only reason I asked that, not trying to be funky EA. I just looked on the website and see, I saw where he was at. So but that's that. Honestly, I'm with y'all. Offensive line, defensive line, that's where my real concerns are. It doesn't matter how many guys you get in the secondary if they're out there covering for 8 to 10 seconds. That means that there's no penetration at the line of scrimmage. That means that nobody's getting to the ball. And we've seen the dark cloud defense is at its best when the defensive line is dominant. I don't care if that goes back to when my boy Savion was wrecking shop and rocking the baby, or, Anthony Dunn and General Hunt were there. The defense is at its best when the line is good. And we've also seen that this year, Jackson State doubled down on that. So there's a method to the madness. Within the Southwestern Athletic Conference, you're going to be your most successful and your best version of yourself in really any conference when you can dominate the line of scrimmage. And I definitely think hook or crook, whether it is going to the transfer portal or using the high school ranks, you got to get some more recruits in there. especially on the interior line. Just saying. And I think we've missed a few times focusing on the line a little bit. Because right now, offensive line, I ain't seen enough going on. I'll just say that. Like, not enough going on. Another one, though, I ain't gonna lie to y'all. This one right here, DJ Jones, another 6'3", 270 cat, transfer from UVA. Okay. Can he get in the middle a little bit too? Can we get him up to like 285? Just saying, like, I like that. That's another commitment. I love it. Again, and y'all hear me saying this. The offensive defensive line are my concerns. Big concerns. But shoot. DJ Jones, I think that's a good get, man. Look, best within 6 in the box, can stop the run, and the front 4 can get pressure on the pass situations. Hey, I like that. But this one right here, I think it's a good get. The other thing I like about it is I like where some of these kids are coming from. I mean, Virginia's normally a school where you got to have some chops up there to be on Thomas Jefferson's plantation. Just saying, like, you're going to be up there at UVA. Normally, you got some grades to come with you. So I'm looking forward to this get. I want to see what it develops into. And can we develop him? Can we get a little something with him? Because we're going to need something. We're going to need a little something. Now, this right here, Isaiah Land Jr., Samuel Mitchell the fourth, 6'5", 215, defensive end / tight end from Western High School. Yeah, he's been committed for a little minute. But, I'm looking forward to seeing, can he get a nice little redshirt year up under him? Like, at 215 as a defensive end, maybe tight end, I really want to kind of see, can this guy come in and get acclimated to being in a college system? Because you're a FAMU now, buddy. You came in to graduate. Like, head, heart, feet, hand, all important. But last thing in your hand needs to be that paper. And I'm wondering, at 215, just a little bit light for the defensive end. And, what are you going to get if he does become a tight end? But if you can get him, can you just let him grow into the role? Maybe redshirt, figure out college a little bit, and come back, man. So, but I'm hopeful for this one. This is one, I see him as kind of a developmental project player. But this is where you try to get Isaiah Land back on campus. You kind of try to get him talking. Who do you think to replace Gassett? I think you do that with multiple players. I think right now you got Lockhart back there. I see a couple other guys, though, that are out there that I'm hopeful we slide some offers to. Saw a running back from Georgia, but I don't know if he's got that Gassett speed. Like, Gassett's pretty quick. I mean, he's been a target for a while. So I'm not sure if outside of what we currently have besides Lockhart, but I do think you got to bring somebody in. Like, yeah. But Lockhart was my first thought, especially because he's got kick return history. He's had some success doing it. He's shown flashes. Now, as a pure receiver-wise, I don't know. Because you start looking around, think about the receivers you got coming back. I mean, quietly, Goldie Lawrence might be a 3. Like, Ace Cobb's probably 1, 2. Quan Lee is 1. To me, I'm just sorry. Like, don't take this no type of way. Y'all know Junior and Ace will be my favorite players on the team this year. Full stop. Like, full stop. We can address that right now. Favorite players on the team: Junior Martovic, Ace Cobb. Just let me leave that there. But who do I think is QB1? Oh, hit the Quan Lee. Quan Lee is receiver 1 today, tomorrow. As long as he's on that roster and he's in good standings and he's healthy, yeah. Quan Lee is the guy. Like, that's a recruiting tool to me in itself. Like, oh, you get to throw that guy. and he's a him. Yeah. And Goldie's not too far behind. Goldie's just got to protect the ball a little bit. But we all right. Receiver wise, I'm not crazy concerned. I did see we offered a receiver in Valley. I didn't get to get all my recruiting offers out there. I had them up, took them down, and we'll do them probably for the Sunday show. So no show Thursday. So I made sure we did one tonight because it's Christmas, day after Christmas. I'm gonna have computer 2 with me, but I rather do the stuff in the friendly confines of computer 1. So, I think Quan Lee's is receiver. Excuse me, receiver 1, Quan Lee. Receiver number 2, if you ask me right now, Acion Cobb if healthy. Receiver 3, excuse me, Goldie Lawrence. And then I think you get Robert Lockhart. Look, I'm telling you, if I am drawing up this offense with Lockhart, that boy is too fast not to find a way to put the ball in his hands. There's no way you can tell me that you're not doing either screens, shovel passes, like having him come in motion past quarterback and just let him even catch a direct snap in motion. Like, you got to get kids with that kind of speed the ball and let them get in space. Like, Acion can stretch the field. Quan Lee makes every catch. Goldie, he's finding himself, but he's starting to he got to a good little drive in a season there. Look, quietly, FAMUly receiving corps is deep. I ain't say not name one tight end yet. I ain't tell you Kobe coming back. I ain't tell you boy from Pitt coming back. But quietly, between the receivers and the tight ends, once you got that quarterback, you just need to get some linemen. You get like 4 offensive linemen. Your offense is set. Just straight up. And look, he's what FSU wanted to do with Lucas. I mean, remember, Goldie Lawrence was at Florida State. He got buried in the depth chart. Like, some of the guys he shouldn't have been buried under. Take that how you feel. I personally don't give 2 turds because I'm an FSU fan and I felt like Goldie Lawrence could have done more. Hell, I felt like they gave up on Kobe too early. But again, that's just me. I'm gonna leave that alone. But yeah, them dudes. Thank you. Will you see it? I think I don't like to say he's a Percy Harvin type, but I'm just saying, him and Peter Ward, similar situations. That's a player. You got to get that ball in space. Because once he gets in space, that's when the good stuff happens. He starts getting creative. Blocks happen. Just got to make sure you train the guys to say, hey, if you see somebody's back, let it go. I'm just saying, I think that's your replacement there. Now, I will say, we offering a lot of DBs. Chase Dexter brought him in. He's supposed to be a safety. So 6 foot 180. He got some speed. Another kid from Florida. He's your Plant City High. All these other kids are pretty much from Florida, though. I mean, Central Michigan, I believe my boys from Florida. DJ, that lineman from Virginia, he's from Tampa area. Sammy Mitchell from Davie, Florida. We know that's South Florida. Xavier Perkins, Berkeley Prep, that's Tampa area. Chase Dexter, Plant City High, that's also Tampa, Polk County area. So I'm just saying, we need some D linemen. O-line too. And this one caught me. East Carolina, Dalen, distance 6'1", 175. Think he's a corner. Lake Butler High School. Just saying. I think he's a corner. And I think that is a direct response into saying, I don't think Cozy liked what we had a corner last year. I just say it like that. I mean, I don't care. I'd rather be honest and lie to you. I respect you enough to tell you the truth. And Like, I definitely didn't see my boy from Florida State. I ain't see him touch the field, so I don't know if he's coming back next year. Like, I'll look, but I'm just saying, Demore Tate didn't sniff the field last year. Do we get another year of him? And do we get him healthy? Because if so, that was supposed to be a scary secondary. Like, I'm still seeing some good things though. Like, look, I know I argue with data, and I got time today. I got time today. Like, let me see if it'll. Okay, there we go. There we go. Look, make me small, make this thing large. Let's see. There we go. Yeah, I'll even take me out of the picture altogether. Demore Tate, hopefully he's coming back. Bowler's gone. Braylon Oliver, I gotta see this. I gotta see what this turns into. Andre Powell, I'm all right with that. I don't know what's going on with Jamil Sanders. If he's coming back, come on. Callaway, all right. Collier, okay. Deco's gone. I'm definitely crying over that one. Chase Lloyd, we're gonna see. Okay, Opone, Battle. All right, I see some guys on here. We're kind of deep there, man. I need to see what my boy Huggins gonna be though. Like, we need to see what Huggins gonna be. He had some Jekyll and Hyde moments. Too often, Jekyll and Hyde moments. But just looking at that secondary and some of the guys who were supposed to come back, I got some hope. Just saying. But that number 2, I definitely want to see what he's gonna do. I want to see if he comes back at all. Like, I see one game, it's only like you can hit an extra red shirt at this point. Because shoot, you can find an injury. Like, I'm just saying, I think he missed most of the season injury too. Just kind of looking, because what I'm seeing from our secondary pickups looks like we're getting a lot of safeties. Like, I feel like might be a little more comfort with the DB position as far as cornerback. But I'm seeing we get a lot of safeties. But in order for the secondary to be good, got to get a defensive line. And I think you got to add to the defensive line. Not that last year's D-line was weak, but it could use some additional players. It's just me personally. That, I know I'm a little different than some folks, but I feel like the game is won at the line of scrimmage. And then FAMU's at its best when the D-line's rocking. Like, just go back and look. You got defensively, you got a defensive lineman in the NFL who's pretty much been on roster all time. And you got a safety. Other guys, you got a running back and a receiver. And look, Uncle Steve, let them know we need football players with high IQs. Yes, high football IQ. And people who know when and when not to, like, get the penalty. Because this is another year when FAMU was near the top in penalties. Not quite as bad as some of the other years. But discipline. He misses that in Gerald's article. Go back and read that in your ledger. But got to cut down on some of those penalties. Cozy knows that position. I expect him to get some dogs. I hope so. And I really want to see what turns into some of the coaching there. Because I'll be honest, you saying you worrying about the offense first. I like that. I appreciate that. Because to me, that's somebody that's saying, I'm a defensive guy. I know defense. But that's saying, well, I'm not dumb to offense. That's not my specialty. So let me specialize in my strength, but go get people who can help me with my weaknesses. That's something I'm excited about. I like seeing that. And I think that's, again, for all those who you need a coach from the NFL, Cozy coach in the NFL. So take that for whatever you wanted to mean. He's like our third or fourth coach who played in the NFL to coach at FAMU. I know three off the top of my head. So that's why I said three or four. But I know three. Like Riley, four. Riley, Joe, Carter, Colsey. I think I darn it did that in order too. So, and that's within my lifetime. So, somebody before, I definitely missed it. But FAMU's had 4 NFL head coaches. So, I think one of them won the SWAC or MEAC. Besides Billy Joe, obviously. So, it's, just saying. But I'm inspired by that. I think going forward, what I'm really looking for from Colsey, you got the quarterback. That quells a lot of concerns. Again, the offensive line is definitely a question. What are you going to do in special teams? We're seeing where your 2 kickers from last year are both in the portal, kind of openly shopping themselves. I wonder what kind of offers they get. And is the door open for them to come back? Because we saw what they were during the season, but you definitely kind of feel some type of way where after 4 games, they ain't there. Now, you and I probably heard the same things where it ain't all the fact that they just didn't necessarily not want to kick for FAMU. They may just not have wanted to necessarily kick for people that worked at FAMU. Again, that is unsupported speculation. But again, I definitely know the kind of kickers we had last year. And I saw what they did just like you saw what they did. And I also know that the numbers are not in your favor in the transfer portal. So, okay, go out there and let them look and search and then come back. Because I'm going to tell you, me personally, low key, that's kind of attractive. Like, all right, you can kind of let me feel out the portal and come back? Okay. That means you and you made a change to the coaching staff. Like, we do got the punter for Valley, but definitely would help to have an extra one. Just saying, like, you should definitely have at least 3 kickers. Punter, kicker, whatever. However your math is with that. 3 to 4 you need. So, and then I saw special teams. Somebody's got a long snapper out there too. So, because our long snapper just graduated, like some of this, you definitely got to see what the portal is going to continue to bring, because I don't think it's over yet. But at the same point, you got to bring a few more dudes in. Like you got to build in those major positions, and then also come in and really kind of look at what you're doing back of house. Like your competition, you got to change up the recruiting game. Like you cannot wait until the end of the football season to try to do a mad dash for recruits. Like that's backwards. Like that's partially because you don't have the money to throw at some of these kids. Like we talking, I think what Duke giving that kid $8 million for 2 seasons, so it's $4 million per season essentially. $4 million to play football at Duke? Like, bruh, we ain't got that. We do have an NIL. Got a few of them now at FAMU, but just saying. And I agree. I believe there's a market for both of them boys. Like, consider the season they both had, there's a market. I'll say it like this. If he got his stuff together, I can see both of them going across the street. Masterano, whatever. That's going to bother me. FSU's kicker, the kid from Australia, was really good. You can't tell me that they wouldn't look at what you had and wouldn't be willing to bring those kids over there. I think it's like Master Ronoff or something like that. I forget that. But the FSU kicker. Like, I'm just saying. And look, they thought they would have offers by now. I agree. You hit the nail on the head. But this is kind of the thing we warned and we've said about the transfer portal the last 2 years. The transfer portal is not in your favor, especially if you already got a spot. Like, if you got a spot and you haven't just clearly outkicked the coverage on the market that you're in, it's probably better you stay. Now, I can argue that Michael Smith definitely outkicked the coverage of what FAMU could offer, probably. Both kickers, him and Willoy. But I can also say, how many schools are going to want you on a one-year rental? Like, I think that's kind of the next phase of this. Unless you are an elite program-changing player, I don't think a lot of schools are going to be willing to take a one-year rental on a player, because kind of look at what FAMU's dealing with now at quarterback. Like, you had a one-year rental, and he was a baller. Like, Daniel Richardson, we should have got more out of him than we did. I'll say that. I'll put that on wax. We did not get everything we could have out of him as an athlete, as a player, what have you. We didn't get everything we could have out of that guy. But imagine if you would have got another year of that. Bruh. Him and Burris for 2 years? Come on, man. Now this dude from Central Michigan, that's part of the appeal. Like, shoot, we getting him maybe for 2 years. And if you lose him, they got to pay a crap load of money to get him. That's a win for everybody. Like, the Smith kid is strong led, but not accurate. He missed a lot in practice. He hit the 50-yard field goal mile, but he's not accurate. Hey, you're not wrong. But you know what? Woo, almost knocked the mic over. Somebody would be willing to pay that price just for what he does on kickoff. That, I mean, the season changed when he pretty much pulls back. I'll say it like that. And look, Lil Baby says, a lot of programs are not heavy on the transfer portal because of this. They want guys who are here for the school and the program. Yeah, but they get it. Like, real recognize real. Like, isn't that what Jesus said? Real recognize real, I suppose. Like, we understand you came in for this check. But on the flip side of this, we need more than a year. Like, if you're just here for 6 months, all right, that's cool. But we literally rented you for 6 months. So now we're going back to find your replacement. Like, man, that's to me, that's not the move. But especially when you start to consider college programs are able to start directly paying these players. So you kind of see what Jackson State's doing. And he's, oh, I hope so. Because I seen some of that Division II offer. That junk wasn't cute. I ain't gonna hold you. Like, leaving FAMU, go to D2 at an essential position. Why? Like, that to me doesn't scream of you having an issue on the field, if that makes sense. I think if you're an offensive lineman and you're a fan, you're gonna play. Like, I'm just saying. Like, and it's not to say the program is less than, but it's saying that considering some of what you've lost, some of the doors that have opened up, you mean to tell me that if you stay at FAMU, you're not going to get a chance? Like, not saying this is the cradle of NFL, whatever. I'm not going to sell that dream to you. But what I can tell you is if you play well enough, the truth is they're going to find you. And you're at a HBCU that has a little bit of gravitas, little cachet. Like, FAMU, we do brag different and all this other stuff, but the NFL guys have been coming. Like, that you're seeing, even where the coach is telling you this school came, that school came. So I don't know, but I don't know if the door is open either. But if it is, I'd like to see that just for depth. You know, but if they get a better offer to go somewhere else, do what's best for you. Like, I'm not going to sell that on nobody. But I think one of the things we saw with Jackson State, and I'm going to give them credit, A.D. Sykes already did try to do this, though. Like, you know, I don't always bring her name up, but she had mentioned for homecoming, you know, there was a little bit of taxing so that funds would go to the 100 and to the NIL. So he said the oil that left were not good. Hey, like I said depth. I didn't say start. But I like the idea that Jackson State's done. They tacking on $2. We give credit to somebody, but somebody put in. I saw where somebody put in one of my group chats, put the 5 on there. I'm just saying something, because at a certain place in this, if you can get around it, either you tack on extra dollars on the tickets, or you really lean into the Fang Exchange. Like you say, hey, Fang Exchange, we want y'all to come in and really do some things, because honestly, I think you lean into that and you allow the Fang Exchange to really do its NIL thing, and you let some of these other groups kind of do that piece if you don't want to manage it. Like, and look, it's not new. They just announced it. Exactly. Like, fam, you've been doing that. We just did do it for a whole season. And look, I'm with you, Ashley. We should do 5. We should do 5. And honestly, I'm just saying, since we just got off this raffle bull jump, would it be nice to do like maybe a 50-50 Fang Exchange raffle, something like that? Had the fans. Because truth be told, the raffle stuff was BS because you had nothing else going on. But when you have other stuff going on, 50-50 raffles are not dumb. It's actually not a bad idea. It's a bad idea when you don't have any other thing going with it. You go to every Orlando Magic basketball game, they got a 50-50 raffle. Every home game. Every home game. You go to UF for football games, every UF football game I've been to, and I hate the Gators, it's a 50-50 raffle. Like, and they raise like $60,000, $70,000, and you can take home 35. I almost said something. I'm gonna see my mama in the morning, so let me stop. But there you go. I said it was muted. Like, you should do the raffles and have half the money go to the Fang Exchange or NIL or the freaking band. Like, you can pick one and rotate it. You could start it and puff pass that thing around. Like, NIL, March 100, and just keep going around. Raffle that thing around for your 5 games. Like, and thank you, Ashley, in addition to what you're doing. Because literally, all of a sudden, you as a player seeing 2 things and the band. Oh, shoot, they're raising money for us right now. Shoot, let me make sure I get up here and knock this man out. They raising money for us right now. Because, again, it's a good idea if you got something to go with it. Yeah, do a raffle. 50-50 raffle. If you get $5,000, great. That's a couple $100 to go to NIL, a couple $100 to go to the band. Like, it's not a terrible idea. It's a terrible idea when there's nothing else to go with it. But then on top of that, add a little something extra to the tickets. And honestly, make it something where every basketball game, you do a 50-50 raffle. Every football game, you do the 50-50 raffle. Okay, cool. Because you explain the raffles benefit FAMU athletics this way. So the fans get a little enjoyment because you get the, a little buy-in, you get a little change. And the students, athletes, or the band get the other benefit. Because now you don't just have the raffles going on. There's other stuff. There's this going on, that's going on. Like, you have these different mechanisms in place. So raffles on their face aren't bad. But raffles when you ain't got diddly squat else going on, it looks bad. That's why we were joking and clowning on it. Like, you go to brag and you're like, So what else we got going on besides these raffles? None. Oh, okay. We got some new corporate sponsors? Nah, lost some. Oh, okay. Like, there's a way to do this. Like, and you know, I'm just look. I'm gonna go on an empty clip. Hell, we ain't doing no Thursday shows. So I don't give a hell. Make sure you watch the Fang Exchange if they're doing a show on Thursday. Ashley, let people know in the chat if y'all doing the Fang Exchange on Thursday. But you need to start having some different premium experiences. Like, honestly, I've said it before that the boosters should have their own thing. But for the boosters, the affinity groups and these groups, bro, yeah, well, I saw that. I ain't gonna lie, that them mugs are fire. I think it messes up your tailgate thing, but I think that leans right to where I was going. Appreciate it, Will. She says no show until January 9th for the Fang Exchange. So yeah. So Fangs up. We're gonna do the 29th. So we're gonna take off the day after Christmas. But no Fang Exchange until the 29th. So look, Ashley, you're more than welcome on if you're available on the 29th, that Sunday. Let a brother know. So that way we can talk Fang Exchange. Come on. But we've definitely got to have some different levels of premium packages. Like, you got the Invested in Champions. You got the North End Zone Club. Those are great ideas. But what about the stuff kind of in the middle? Like, one of the things you're seeing with new stadiums, they're getting rid of some of the luxury spots, but they're having multiple levels. Because guess what? Everybody ain't got an extra 10, 15,000 laying around. But you know what? If I got an extra 7,800, you can go get that. I got an extra 1,000, you get that. Like, create different levels where people can kind of come in. One of the great teams, if you want to go watch, go look at the Los Angeles Clippers and the Intuit Dome and what they've done. That thing is fire as heck. But look at how they have different levels of experiences and premium packaging. Because I will tell y'all, I had season tickets with the Bucks one year. I mentioned it quite a bit. Man, bro, when I tell you that one season alone, and we didn't have like box seats. We had good seats in the end zone, like total like $1,400, $1,500. My daughter and I. Look, bro, when I tell you as an entry level, it was nice. And it to the point to where to this day, I tell the wife, like, look, once these kids get out the house, I might get Buck season tickets again, and it'd be for me, bruh. Because the entry level was nice. So the next level got to be better than that. Like, and I think that's what we're kind of missing on, because you got the Northern Zone experience. I think it's overrated. I'm sorry. I think the sidelines, that thing, but like, I like sitting in the end zone on the hill. I ain't gonna lie. I love that when I get to be in the stadium and do the stuff. I love that. But I've sat in North End Zone. Bro, no, dog. Not enough TVs for me, not enough really comfortable seats. It's not really loungy. It's kind of like I think going forward, your next move, you can keep North End Zone. I don't care. But within the stadium, especially in some of those concourse areas that are kind of wasted space, you can't create a premium space in there, like kind of a loungy area where you can watch the game, because you always had the big TV by the elevator. But what if you had some lounge place where people can eat, drink? Maybe you get a corporate sponsor like Triangle Sales, who's been supporting FAMU since before Methuselah was walking the earth. Like, I promise you, Triangle Sales has been effing with FAMU since they were selling beer at one point, from what I remember. I feel like they sold Budweiser FAM. You can't tell me you can't have a closed off section, especially on the alumni side, under the stadium, probably closer to the south end zone, because it's kind of a little less, it's not the area that you really just want to sit in, but quietly it's one of the better areas because the shade is kind of nice over there. You can't create like a premium spot right there where people can kind of have lounge seats, watch the game, have something sponsored by Triangle, or you can get some beer, have it ain't even got to be like the best sofas. It could be like, you know, honestly, if you could work a deal with like Ashley or Aaron's, hey, y'all bring in rent furniture, you bring it in, pick it up, leather fur, like something, like create like a nice space under the stadium that's premium. Like, okay, yeah, you get this with your tickets, but you also get to go to the Triangle Lounge. Like, A&T got a beer garden. I ain't trying to get no beer garden at FAMU because some of y'all can't handle y'all looking like that. But I'm just saying, create a premium space that maybe is not the north end zone. That, hey, man, I'm going to go under my seat, man. Leave my seat. I'm going to this. Oh, you got, yeah, man. You can sit down. You can do this. Have different food options. And all of a sudden, like, you have a different area. Like, appreciate it. Like, and that's what I'm saying, Mr. Campbell. I didn't like that. And I love this, though. I love that idea, Kev. The Rattlers Den, I love it. And that's what I'm saying. I think if you have some of those added features like that and have different tiers of maybe even investing in champions, you can keep the same investing champions model, just create different tiers so they still get the parking. You still get the stadium seat, but then you get access to the Triangle Lounge. You get access to this spot. And all of a sudden, it's got fans and it's got this and it's shaded and kind of create an ambiance about itself and something that gives you that exclusivity to where, okay, we may not be in the press box, but that's cool because all of a sudden that's less people going up and down the elevator. But what it is also is a spot where, heck, you can even, if you need to put up some little barriers or something to make sure if it rained, it don't get rained in. Like, you can put some TVs in there, and it's a spot that's in the stadium that's, protected from the sun to a little degree, that all of a sudden also helps you out with weather and temperature that allows people to kind of sit, drink, eat, talk, lounge. Like, hey, Kylan, bruh, I like that though. Top Flight Express, especially, look, I ain't been, but you get some of the wings. What? Had a Top Flight. Just saying. Get some wings in that mug. What? I'm telling you. I'm just saying though, that kind of stuff is really cool because all of a sudden you do have somebody there. Hey, Gerald. Hey, just saying. Get you some flight wings at Bragg. Get you a couple libations. I'm just saying. All of a sudden, you created a whole new vibe in Bragg with the same real estate you already have. Like, you're not building something new. You're not really adding to anything. And worst come to worst, if you really need to extend stuff, you just take the fence down and maybe extend it out a little bit. I mean, I ain't trying to take Kelvin, spot. But look, that's what Alabama State Stadium's perfect HBCU experience with suites, concourse, seating, and a full sports bar. Exactly. I think that's where you need to go for Bragg. I mean, in hearing our athletic directors in that last booster meeting, we got you for the next one. I promise you. But say that they're looking to do a new field house. I expect the new field house to come with a fan experience area. Like, I'm just saying, y'all think FAMU will be willing to have libations outside the Northeast Zone? I mean, if it's a place that's reserved for Tri-Eagle like that, I would think so. But it would have to be something to where, like, hey, you gotta finish drinking here. Like, you can't be out there, having your stuff, then take your can out. Because we all know what's gonna happen. Like, some of y'all cousins, like my cousins, hey, man, you going down? Yeah, man, you bring me a beer back. Like, you come on, y'all. We all know. Like, take advantage of the companies that patronize your area. Look, I'm gonna double check. and I'm gonna see because y'all know I stand on data, but I don't know if they still do it. So Crown Royal, Jacksonville Jaguars. Mm, okay, they still got something going on. Okay, look, that deserve. Okay, look. So, and the only reason I bring this up, I haven't been to a Jaguar game in 15 years plus. Jaguars have had to deal with Crown Royal since forever, like at least 15 years. You can't tell me as much Crown Royal as black folks drink. Come on. You can't tell me you could put a slap of FAMU Rattler, put Venom right there, not Vernon, next to Crown Royal, and have the Crown Royal section. Heaven forbid, you got that Crown Royal peach. My dog. And it's in the orange bag. Man, I get that Crown Royal peach bag, slap a Rattler on the other side of it, charge y'all Nagros by the extra $30. Y'all be eating it up. Be like, oh, where you got this? It's the FAMU Crown Royal bag. You ain't got these. I'd be like Willie Simmons, quick. I had a you ain't got these. What? Limited edition. For those that are in the Crown Royal section, you have the Crown Royal Peach FAMU edition. I'm just saying, like, these are companies who are already establishing that they are willing to create relationships with sports teams. You like, I promise you right now, I got a Budweiser glass in my house from when they did an event at the Challenger Center that I worked. And they were literally like, we don't want them. Whatever you do with them, we don't care. They literally threw the mugs away. And I was like, we had broken glass because of how many we had left over. Like, and look, please let them know. Games are entertainment. These other things help enhance the experience and get people to return. I love sofa seats and games we have in Jacksonville. I'm telling you. Like, I went to the Royal Rumble. Gosh, it's been over. My daughter's 14. Happy birthday, baby girl. It's been about 14 years, 13, 14 years. We sat in the office chair in the boxes. Bro, I was in heaven. I was like, there's no other way to do this. Like, the thing about a luxury experience and a premium experience, I shouldn't say luxury. It only take 1-2 times for you to go, for you to say, I can't do this any other way. Like, it takes one good experience in the premium seats where they're over there, give you charcuterie, they give you food, pizza, this, that, the third, for you to sit up there and say, yeah, I can get used to this. Like, this is nice for on a Saturday. Yeah. Think about it. How does Bragg is first 2 games of the season? You get about 3 folding spots under the stadium. You can do one on the student side too. I wouldn't do too many. But you can't tell me you couldn't create 2-3 lounges, including to go with the North End Zone Club, that wouldn't pay for themselves. Like, if you're going to get to that next phase of raising money and creating an equal environment for FAMU, you got to start taking advantage and make it something to where lean into the Club Bragg experience. Like, we call it Club Bragg because we got a DJ, we got the 100, you have announcers. Like, it's a vibe. Lean into the Club Bragg thing. Like, I ain't saying make it a full-out club, but what I am saying is making an event space. Like, Marvin hit the nail on the head. It's an entertainment. This is an opiate of the masses. This is something you and me and other people do for fun. I go to basketball games because it's fun. I don't like the Orlando Magic. I'm a Miami Heat fan. I was mad that we lost the other day. But guess what? I've gone to games where the Heat weren't involved because it was like, hey, this is fun. Like, I like hockey. I love the Solar Bears. We go to their games with the kids. It's fun. They have fun. I have fun. And all of a sudden, we sat in better seats. So now it's like, man, I don't want to sit in the $15 seats. Seats $40. I can swing that. Like that's kind of what you're starting to lean into. Get the people addicted to the fun. Get them to come in because of it's a club environment. It's this, that, and third. Air quotes club environment. But then get them there and get them addicted to the experience. It's like, oh yeah, because you're gonna have some people that like, man, bro, we sit in the lounge the whole game, man. I don't even know why we get the tickets, but it's fun, man. We go, we tailgate, we sit in the lounge, we watch halftime, and we just go back and chill in the lounge. Okay, bro, if you're gonna cut the check, go have some fun. Like, as long as you don't act an ass, we good. Like, that to me is the next phase of what's gonna make FAMU athletics successful. Is being able to take advantage of the fact that it's a vibe. And imagine for homecoming. Y'all pay $50 to get into the stadium. Imagine what you would pay to sit in the lounge at Bragg in your outfit and then still go back out there at halftime. Sir and ma'am. I'm just saying. Like that, you talking $100 ticket easy. Like, look, I can't stomach the Wizards. Look, the 76ers games are fun. I'm telling you. Like, my first NBA playoff game was Orlando Magic. Seats were trash. But I had fun. I was like, yo, you got to do this again. Like, get people addicted to the experience. Get them coming through. And all of a sudden, as you do that, you tell people what the money's going to. Because at first, oh yeah, we just got the lounge, we're trying to make it nice. But then as it goes on, use that to help become your fundraisers to, I know we need a new stadium. Like Bragg is nice, but we want to do more things. We want to have a better stadium atmosphere. Okay, cool. We're going to do this. Same thing for the basketball program. We know you got the luxury spots. We've had that last couple of years. But make it something where people go to the luxury section and it's a nice vibe. It's a place they can go eat. Like I was talking to some of my frat brothers yesterday, and one of my cousins had season tickets to Orlando City Soccer. When I tell you, I can't go back. Like, he had box seats. It's all you can eat, all you can drink. Because tickets are like $2,000 a season. And I was literally sitting there like, so when I get this income tax money, do I want to get these season tickets? Because how many games can I make it to? Like, and it was a serious thought because every game is fire. Every game is like that. And literally, you have brothers who are like, I don't even watch soccer, but he let me get one of his tickets. And I was like, yo, this might be the way of life. Like, you got to get people like that. Like, thank you, Ashley. Bragg is so much fun. Like, add that to it. Come on. Because all of a sudden, it's literally Club Bragg. And to make it even more, you can even make it, because you already got metal detectors. You could literally turn into Club Bragg and have it become, after the game, this, if you wanted to. I'm not saying you should, but just saying. Like, I go back and forth during the season to catch Sixers games because of the vibe, like no other. It's like straight up. Like, we have to create this and turn this into a place as a stadium that makes money year round. It can't just make money during football season, because all of a sudden, outside of football season, it's a liability. Bragg got to be an asset. Like, it's got to be a place where year round is bringing in money. And if it's going to be a place that stays in its current location, then you're going to do the upgrades to make that necessary. If you're going to move it, then you move it. But you include those things and you have layers and levels of premium experience. The top level is always going to be the top, which you don't really need that many of. Most stadiums are cutting back on the number of luxury boxes. But then you have the middle tier and the lower tier. And then you have everybody else. mean, you got your reserve seats, then you have your general admission. There's always going to be space for that. But if you keep that model of a tiered level, all of a sudden, you kind of keep people getting in and it allows people to fluctuate. Because some years, hey, my money might be a little funny, but I still want to go to the games. So last year I had premium seats, but I dropped down. But next year, when I get right, you're like Kanye West. Wait till I get my money right. Oh, yeah. When I get my money right, I'm going back up top. Like, you got something. You just got to enhance it. Just make it better. Like, brag is a vibe. It needs a few of those things we mentioned. I'm telling you. And with them building those new dorms, I got hope for the tailgate scene. Because the tailgate scene, man, stab. Look, oh, man. She killed that. Like, that tailgate, Bragg's tailgating used to be good. It was never legendary. I won't argue with nobody that says, FAMU didn't have the best tailgating. I've been to better. But this year, it increased from last year. I ain't gonna lie. Last year, boy, tailgate was dead. But man, if you go back and you fix the tailgate, maybe even give Earl back his damn hill, man, you might have one of the better tailgate situations in the site. I'm just saying. Like, bring back the tailgating, make that better, because that connects. Because all of a sudden, if the tailgate's there, then Bragg's vibe is there, and then you have something on the inside. Man, I got you three ways. I got your pregame, kind of going in and out, all right, in Perry Street, parking lot, back and forth. And during the game, I got you coming in. I got Club Bragg. I got you going from your seat. You may want to lounge for a little bit. Hey, man, it's hot, bro. I'm going to go downstairs, sit on one of them sofas. All right, cool. Go to the Triangle Sales Lounge, Crown Royal Lounge, whoever you can get a sponsor. Hell, it can be the Piggly Wiggly Lounge. Yeah, the pork chop sandwiches, Top Flight Lounge with some wings. Just saying. You got options to create a vibe. Because all of a sudden, North End Zone is just for chilling, right? Come and go. Nah, but you create a place where people can sit and stay. All of a sudden, you can start, because the longer they sit there and stay there, the longer they stay there with their money. So all of a sudden, they're not going, picking up food, leaving. They're going, picking up foods and drinks, sitting, leaving a little money while they're there. That's how they get you. I heard somebody say this. I'm gonna give you that before we get up out of here, because I gotta get on the road in the morning. I'm heading home, Tallahassee. But the guy used the example of a water bottle. And he said, let me use this cup as my example. This cup's $2 on Amazon. It's got a Starbucks thing on it, everything. Ain't got nothing but sweet tea in it. No 5-star. Now, if I go to Starbucks and I put Starbucks drink in this, and I sell you the cup with the drink, all of a sudden, this is a $10 drink. Ain't nothing changed with the location and really what's in it. Let me use the example of a water bottle. I can give you the same water bottle. I can buy it at the store for $1. You go to the movies, it's $2. You go to a football game, it's $5. The water bottle didn't change its value. It's just the location. Same thing here. You're gonna buy some beer. You're gonna buy some beer, you're gonna buy some liquor. I can buy a bottle of Crown for $30, $40. Or you can get them little cups for $7, $8. Either way, I make my money. You're not gonna tell me that you can't create a place where people can stay, eat, and have recurring multiple transactions, and create that space where they can just stay there, have fun, and keep recycling their dollars through FAMU. Okay. I ain't telling you nothing crazy. I'm just telling you it makes sense. Hill's never coming back. It's an exit road now. Man, they killed that hill too, didn't they, boy? Like, if we get a new field house, gotta have event space. Thank you. Truist Park, the Benz, the hosting proms, weddings, bar mitzvahs. I'm just saying, like, literally, you could turn that into a place that is an open air spot. Like, one of the best things about the bins in the press box is open air. Like, literally, they have field level press box. They got the big press box. Like, look, straight money maker. What you talking about? Hey, I'm just saying. I'm just crazy enough to want these things to happen, man. Because I want more for FAMU. Like, I'm telling y'all quick, it's all about FAMU for me. Like, it's the Rattlers for me. And I feel like our stadium being at 19,000 and understanding the way we spend money as alumni. How many Christmas parties we had this weekend? I don't know if y'all saw the Orlando alumni. They had a Christmas party. Fire. I couldn't make it because that was my daughter's birthday. The day before, Winter Park alumni. They were supposed to have Fangs up, but we had a Christmas party. Whole lot of Rattlers in there. Fire. Spent money. Like, you start looking around, how many events are FAMUans, FAMU alumni, supporters, lovers, haters, spending money at events that look like FAMU and could go to FAMU. Like, honestly, you think about that lounge. If FAMU play Jackson State, I don't care if you're a Jackson State fan. Your money's green. You wear all the blue and white you want. But the second you come in here, hey, you pay for your wristband? Cool. The beer is free. Beer's included. Food and beer is included. So, honestly, and I get that. I'm not going to lie to y'all. I'm not innovating. I steal that idea from the Orlando City games. So, the Orlando City games, all the food you can eat, all the beer and soda you can drink. Look, granted, they're doing stuff on a different scale. So you may do fountain drinks there. But again, if you want hard liquor, it costs. If you want special beer, it costs. You want Crown Royal in the Crown Royal section? Okay. Well, we got you. But it's going to come for a fee. Not food and everything else. Good. And you debut the new stuff, the hard to find, that Crown Blackberry. Oh, okay. Yeah, that's hard to find. A couple dollars for that. Regular Crown, that's on deck. We got you. Crown and Coke all day. Matter of fact, the Crown Royal cans, get those. We got those. But you want me to pour you one? Oh, yeah. It's a nominal fee for that. Like, yeah, let me get that. You're supporting a good cause. These funds, they go to Triangle Sales or whoever sells Crown Royal, but they also go to Florida A&M University. Just saying. Like, when you wear FAMU gear, people always flock to me and ask about FAMU as a buy on its own. It is. I'm just saying, y'all. So, share those with your ideas, your idealistic friends. Share those with the people in power. Let's see if we can get in some good trouble. EA, I know you like to say we like to start some good trouble. I think we can do a nice little lounge spot in Bragg. Make some more money. That way, keep these recruits coming in because they're looking for some money. They're looking to do some good things. All right, y'all. Merry Christmas. We're going to see y'all Sunday. Thursday, we're going to be in the friendly confines of wherever the family's at in Tallahassee, if the Lord agrees with me. So be safe. Enjoy your holidays, Christmas, Kwanzaa, Hanukkah, all that stuff. Hanukkah's over, but Christmas, Kwanzaa, definitely enjoy. And safe travels, man. So y'all already know what's up. For Herb, everybody who supported HBCU Digital Network and the Fangs Up podcast this year, Brian, Kelvin, everybody. Y'all already know what's up and what it's always going to be. Fangs Up.
Yeah, baby, you know what time it is. Now let's get it started.
Are you kidding me? Unreal.
While our HBCUs are mostly known for academic rigor, community, they also know how to turn up.
Does he have it?